Hello, my peeps, and welcome back to another episode of my Final Fantasy IX walkthrough. Now, in the last episode, we actually did go into Olivert in order to basically bring back the Guluk Stone for Kuja, because, well, Kuja's holding the rest of our party. Yeah, so, of course, we were able to switch parties. Regent Sid was actually able to help us get out of a very nasty situation, so props to him. And what I have already done in the last episode is I basically made sure about the stuff that I do have equipped on everybody. Of course, really, it's only Amaranth that's really going to be learning a ton of stuff. Everybody else is mostly done except for accessories to really learn any of those. So, yeah, so in other words, I will be switching out equipment whenever somebody learns something, but am I really looking to level up in either AP or levels? Not right now. So this is the Desert Palace that Kuja has. The biggest thing about this, it's not a hard area necessarily. There's lots of going back and forth, and you have to turn on this, but then you have to turn off that in order to turn the other thing on. Yeah, so it's another one of the little mazes. Again, not the hardest thing, especially when you don't have to actually encounter any enemies. I probably will just a couple of them, but then when I get impatient, then I'll probably turn on the no encounters. Now, of course, this is where we were, at least for Regent Sid, so that's where the hedgehog pie was. But yeah, so we just need to get going. And let's head this way. Up the stairs! Yeah. Desert Palace. Ta-da! No, it's just one of those things. And what we really want to keep an eye out for is for everything we need to, because in the last episode, they mentioned that the only thing you have to do is turn everything on, and honestly, it's lighting all these candles, so then bloodstones, which is what this is. How do you know it's a bloodstone? Because, well, offering of power, faithful paladin, extract the power to nullify elemental properties from the ring. Well, inspect the bloodstone. Basically, I'm taking it or deactivating it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting an item. So we got a promised ring, which I only have one of those, and so yeah, I'll take anything free. So we do want to keep an eye out for both candles, and of course, once we light those up, that there isn't bloodstones. So, alright. What am I going to do? It's really just attacking. That's really going to be it. And I'll go ahead and get everyone going. Now, I could definitely use Flare, because, well, that's one of my higher spells that I could do. Of course I could do but we'll go ahead and do Flare, showing that. And why not? Okay, so Steiner and Amaranth. And I'm like, I know I was like, I don't care. What did we have? Auto float. Is there anything else? Ooh, there was a couple things. Auto haste. Ooh. Do I want anyone else to make sure to learn that first? Nah, Steiner's okay to learn that. Okay, so Amaranth learned something, but it's only one of two, so yeah, he'll keep it on. Although I do think I am going to go ahead and do no encounters, just because I want to make sure we get out of here. And if you... Well, that thing just... it moved its head. Not a problem. We kind of want it to do that. Because thought we needed to... Oh, there it was. Okay. So now we have stairs. Would I actually really, trust it? No, but, we're gonna do that now. And besides that, it's Ico and Company. I don't have anything to do with it. So I'm up here at the top. And what I want to do is just come over here, light the candle. Anything else? No. Which is why people don't like this one, because, like I said, it's a lot of lighting stuff up and then going around and getting other stuff, and yeah. What are we doing? Illusion of Goddess. The pathway open when it's lit. Oh, I forgot an item. Sorry. Fairy earrings. That is always a good thing to do. And then what we're going to do is... Now, for this particular room, you can see that there is basically 2 rows of statues. We basically have to get the statues to disappear. But of course, we have to do one side at the beginning, and then we'll go over to the other side, and yeah. So, what we're gonna do now is... row of statues, light the 3, just all 3 of them. Oh, that's right, because it's on the other side. I only do one of them. Okay. Okay. Do I need to do all of them, or will it do something bad if I do it? No, I needed to do that so I could get on the other side. Alright, I'm glad I did it. And we're down here, heading to the other side, and this one, I believe, for now, I just do this one, because if you looked on the left-hand side, those rows of statues just disappeared. So of course that means I need to go back to the other side so I can do stuff in the middle, and then, yeah. Okay. So this is the one that I'm going to need to do at the end, but first, there are still lots of other stuff we need to light up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that's... And look, all of them are done, so I need to just light the rest of them. And yes, it's closing the doors, but I don't need to go over there since I already got rid of all the statues. So no biggie. And because I've lit up those ones, this should actually be available too. Go ahead and light up. And we have a new bloodstone that we're going to be able to take. Offering of power, faithful paladin, extract magic from the chain. Yes, of course we want to do that because we get an item. As a bonus, and of course you don't realize this until you've played more of the game, you're actually basically all the bloodstones, if we don't do anything with them, it will basically power up the boss that's in this area. Of course, since we're taking the bloodstones, I'm not I'm basically nerfing that boss, which do we want to do that? Of course, who wouldn't want to do that? And there was one lone candle that was not lit, so I need to go down. Faithful Paladin, extract strength to resist from the armor. Yes, so we're definitely going to take that. And we got the shield armor. I'm pretty sure we already have that, though. But let's go ahead and see. Yep, we do definitely have a shield armor already. Although... Oh, never mind. I was like... Was Vivi learning anything? Apparently yes, so... Alright, so there's candles. Whenever we see candles, we're just gonna go ahead and light them up. Because it's rare when you have to do them in such a certain order of... And then, of course, when I say that, this is the one where there's an exception, because you're looking to move the bookshelves up. And so, of course, since there's 3 different levels, we need to do them in the correct order. So, what we are going to do... So we do want to do the ones on the far left, so we're going to do that. And we just had a staircase that appeared. Yep, top level. Okay, so we're gonna go up to the top level, go over to the candles here, go ahead and light those up. Now, most of the bookshelves will reveal an area that we can now go into. Ooh, bloodstone. Offering of power. Faithful paladin. Extract the power to dodge from the bracer. Oh yeah, we don't want the boss to be able to do that, so I'm taking it. We got the Enkai armlet. I don't think I'm like, have we seen one of those? Probably. What is the Enkai armlet? Oh, there it is. So yeah, we definitely have seen those before. Don't have a ton of them, but yeah, alright. So continuing on, we did that. So now we probably need to go down and do this one. Now, of course, we do not want to do the bottom one yet, because of course that would make it so that the bookshelf would then basically seal off the one that's more towards the top. I know, not very helpful, but you guys know what I mean. So we're just going to go ahead and continue going up, lighting up everything that we go past. Like, where is she? Okay. Yay! And there's nothing else we can do here, so go back down, and then we'll go back down to the ground floor and go ahead and light those candles. Okay. And light this up. Ooh, I heard a Moogle, so where is that? Over here. Mogsam. And now we do have actually a letter, so we'll go ahead and give that to him. Thank you, Kupo. Thank you, Kupo. I'm so happy to get a letter. According to the rumors, Stiltskin is on a quest to find out why Mognet stopped functioning. I'm sure Stiltskin will find out the truth, Kupo. Why did Artemisian stop delivering the mail? Mogsam. There must be a reason, Kupo. Well, yeah, we were there. We found out that the machine's not working. I haven't received any mail lately. Alright, so what are we going to do now? We need to basically... I don't think this one was the one we came through, so let's go through there. Oh no, this is the one that we did come through. So, where are we supposed to go? Oh, past the Moogle. Oops, I forgot that one. Alright, so... Okay, I didn't want to actually do that. Apostle from the Underworld. Alright, let's go ahead and light stuff up. Ooh, we got a bloodstone. I want that. Faithful Paladin. Extract the strength to resist magic from the hat. Are we going to grab that? Yes. And this should give us the Black Hood, which I believe is actually something that Vivi can learn from, which is always nice, because he's pretty much all the way... He knows everything. Alright, so he actually will get a new ability, Death. Will I ever use that on someone? I don't think so, but that's not the point. Okay, so there is really nothing else I can go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and go over here. I'm like, I hope I didn't light something I wasn't supposed to, but let's go ahead and see. Oh, here's another set. Now for the tricky part, alright? It says to okay. How is that the tricky part? Alright. Oh, we got another bloodstone. Excellent there. Ooh, I skipped it, sorry. Faithful Paladin, extract the power to dodge magic. Yeah, I'm gonna take that away so then the boss can't do that anymore. We got a Venita shield. I think might only be Steiner and Freya that's actually able to use that. Maybe not. Is that a helmet? What is that? Oh, no, it's gloves. Oh, good. We haven't gotten new gloves that they can actually learn something from for quite some time. Auto float. Oh, that's good. He's not learning that on anything else. So that will be lovely. Alright, so extinguish the left candle underneath the angel statue. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. Okay, I don't know what that was to do. And then cross. Okay. So we need to go ahead and do this one. And then we need to do the same thing with the gargoyle. Huh. And now we have a new... Now, if I was to go up, we will get into the boss battle. So, of course, this is basically where we're going to need to go ahead and... I would suggest saving, because that's always a good thing. Also, I do want to verify... I don't think there's really anything that I need to do. So yeah, I'll just... I'll make sure I don't need to... Is everyone healed up? I'll go ahead and use this tent, I believe. Because why not? And then I'll save, and then we'll go ahead and head to the boss. And again, I just need to go ahead and head up the stairs that we created. And since I have been getting all the bloodstones and all that sort of stuff, there really shouldn't be anything else that I need to do in order to really prepare for the boss. Oh, I guess I have to activate these guys first. Alright. Intruder alert. Defense system activated. Initializing automatic countermeasures. Transferring from observation to attack mode. Aiko, huh? That's not Kuja's voice. Who's there? Come out and show yourself. I don't know if I actually want to say that immediately, but that's okay. Alright. So, enhanced defense systems. Now, luckily, deactivating active bloodstones. Oh, sorry, detecting active bloodstones. Failed to disable, failed. Yes, and, so basically anything that could be powered up, it isn't. So, was it a good thing that we went ahead and did everything that was kind of annoying in order to activate the bloodstones? Absolutely. So, what does that mean? I am going to go ahead and this. I have to say, it's so weird to... sorry. It is really weird not to be immediately trying to steal. It's just really weird. I promise. Ooh. Alright, what happened? Oh gosh. And I'll go ahead and do hopefully it doesn't... Hey, get back. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw something. Because why not? activated him by actually taking all the bloodstones, it does make this boss very, very easy. And of course we got AP of 11. Of course, with everyone having the ability up, it means basically 22, so I learn stuff, which is good. He's the one that's the most behind in everything, so... And we got a shield card. Cool. I hope it's better than the one I already have. Okay. Now, before I go anywhere, because we're going to be able to transport back in and meet up with Zidane and everything, but unfortunately we're going to be losing Aiko. Really? We're going to lose her? At least for a little while. I just want to make sure the magic rat... Oh yeah, that's the one I had multiples on. Okay, so I am just going to go ahead and just say off for everything. Everyone else... Everyone else will be able to go ahead and just kind of switch out and everything. Although I do want to get him... Nope, all that sort of stuff. Okay, but he's moving along, so he only needs counter, which most of his other stuff has counter. So I can go ahead and definitely get the next thing for him to learn. The ritual hat. Beast killer. He doesn't have that yet? Okay. Well, I'm like, I'm so surprised, but I'm like, he's so behind. He's so behind. So, I shouldn't be surprised, but yeah, I'm just like, what? And... So I did have to light the candles again, and if you notice, this area down here is glowing, which will make it so then we can transport back. Of course, I could go back down to the Moogle, save, all that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, Zidane finally made it back. Zidane, well, no rest for the wicked. I gotta get moving. What does that mean? I just have to go back to where we were. Although, I'm so excited because... I now know where I have the dark matter, which is what takes for her to learn Odin, and that was really the first summon that I want her to learn, because I can actually use that later when I have to get a trophy. Oh, what? Yeah, I'll tell you about it when we get there. But until then, And we'll go ahead and put the Robe of Lords on her. I don't know if I'll actually have her in my party. But yeah, I'll think of that later. But I really just don't like running around with people with nothing. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. Sure, Power Vest, why not? I don't think... Ooh, I was about to say, I don't think he has anything to learn, but I already saw 2, so Accuracy Plus, and it might just be Accuracy Plus now that I think about it. Accuracy Plus, and then... Oh, yes, the Restore HP. I might as well go ahead and do that. She is still learning that. Oop, there was something there. Stone Killer. Accuracy Plus, why not? Because really it's a why not. Yeah, why not? Because anything that's Spirit Plus, that is actually a good thing. Anything... absorb MP. Why not? Okay, so... Yeah, sorry about taking time for that. But I wanted to make sure we had it, so... And we're gonna go back here. And of course, if I did have the encounters available, again, you can still get enemies attacking me there. Zidane, what the? Where are we now? Zidane, did I take the wrong turn? Welcome back. I'm inside the room past the stairs. But I want you to come alone, Zidane. Alone. He's the worst scum alive. Zidane, go with caution. Zidane, yeah, tell me about it. I'll be okay. You guys just wait here. Now I have to go up there and go in. Come inside. Kuja, I'm so happy to see you again, Zidane. Zidane, my friends better be alright. Kuja, oh my, blunt as always, I see. Take a look in there. Huh? Kuja, no need to worry. They just needed some rest, that's all. And of course, those aren't our actual party members because they're not in there, they're not trapped. Kuja, now give me the Gulag stone. Freya, I worry for Zidane, but I hope the others are well too. Huh? Hey, Aiko, huh? Where's Zidane? Freya, he went forth to Kuja's domain alone. By what means did you escape? Regent's hid. No, let's go. There's no time to stop. We gotta go stop him. And so everyone's going. Aiko was the last one. What the heck? How rude. Kuja, now give me the Gulag stone. Zidane, you turd. You're the worst scum alive. Kuja, oh, I grew weary of your tantrums. Well, will you hand it over or not? Steiners, don't do it. Zidane, huh? Who's inside this cage then? Kuja, oh dear, I wasn't expecting this. That's right, the ones inside are fake. But don't think you've won yet. Zidane, what do you mean by that? Leave me alone. This is no way to treat a lady. I go. Robert, I'll protect you. What a freak, this frog can speak. Frog goes squish, you make a fine dish. Ribbit. Oh man. Hey. Kuja, I wanted to finish you off after getting the Gulag stone and killing all your friends. But I guess I'll just take the girl. I hope we meet again. Saying, it won't respond at all. Smart. At least on Kuja's sake. Quina, he take the big airship. Zidane, let's get him. And am I going to go ahead and keep this group? I will go ahead and take Armorant with me just because I do want to get him a little bit more in regards to AP. I do want to level him up a little bit in regards to that. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Even though I do want Dagger to actually learn Odin, we'll be able to do that. Now, why am I hanging out here? There is an item that you definitely need to get here, which is a naming way card. But you already have one. Yeah, I know. But this is basically the only other way if you didn't see Hipple in Trino right before the card tournament, this would be the only way that you would ever be able to get the naming way card. So you do want to make sure you get this before you use any transport or leave the room or anything like that. Now, why am I coming here? Because I wanted to show you guys. Let's see the naming way. Is it better than the one I already have? Ooh, actually that's really nice. And let's go see about the Shiva card, because that's the one I got. Only had 2. That one's still only 2. Alright, but much better naming way card. I'll probably use that in card games. So now that I've gotten that card, and again, that's the only, there's really only 2 opportunities that you could ever get the naming way card. One is if you see a certain ATE during the card tournament in Trino. The second one is right here. So let's go ahead and get going. So we're going to use this transporter, because, well, it's the only one that's going to work for us. And we're going, and we're of course, in the palace. I don't know why I'm here, though. Okay, so I guess I wasn't supposed to come this way. Okay, fine. Maybe it's this way. Yes, it is this way. Okay. I just took the wrong one. I'm so sorry. And of course, we can't do anything, so we need to continue going down here. Stain. Dang it, he got away. Regent Sid, we can still follow him on the blue Narcissus. I'm glad Regent Sid isn't, really hurt. Sedaine, great minds think alike. Let's go, people. So what am I supposed to do? I need to... it should be... I should have something to... Oh, there it is. It's like there's something I have to kick. Apparently I couldn't remember what, but yeah. And just go down this way. Okay. And Kuja is going on the ship, and we're going to be seen speeding right behind him. Lost contact. Now, how on earth did we know... Like, he's headed towards some weird-looking structure. Freya, is there something beyond there? Sedaine, what is he up to? How did he take Icon? Regent Sid, his moves are unclear, Ribbit. That girl can summon Idolas too, Ribbit. Sedaine, yeah, she can. Oh, that's it. He's probably after her for the same reason why he was after Dagger. Huh? Sedaine, don't worry, Dagger. We're not going to let him have his way. Sedaine, Kuja's got a lot to answer for. And, yep, just going to keep that same one. I do want to do this with Quena, because not in the world map area, there isn't anything for me to learn, but the next area that we're going to go into, it will. So, that's my thinking on why I'm still taking Quena. So, a couple things that we can go ahead and do. Actually, I am going to, and I completely missed where it was. I did want to go ahead and call my Choco. Why? Because I don't know if you guys will remember, but I found out that I completely spaced getting a couple of the treasure chests, so I do want to get those. So I'll probably go ahead and do that. Another thing that we can do here as well is we can. Sorry, I'll go ahead and do that one. We can go ahead and do another friendly monster, which is another reason why I wanted to keep Armorond in my party, just because he's really the one that is missing a ton of stuff. Okay, so where are we going? We need to go down to the... not that one. What is the one that looks like a curved... oh, wait, it's down there. Okay. I'm not far enough south. Not that one. I thought it was. Apparently I'm wrong. I think it might be over here. Right? Wrong? Actually, I'm totally wrong, aren't I? Sorry, I'm not remembering exactly where this particular one is. Come here. And not quite correct. Now, what's that? That is something that will come into later, but not right now. Okay. Now, did I already... I didn't... Yeah. Was it more north or was it more south? My brain says, which totally could be incorrect, should be north. This really shouldn't be it, because that doesn't look like it at all. This is... Yes, we are here. And definitely not the... Oh, come on. Aha! Found a treasure chest. Storage stuff now. 15 phoenix pinions, 1 white robe, 1 diamond, 1 Masamune card. Sorry. And what do we need to do now? The next one is actually ocean. Now, I know this looks absolutely impossible, but as long as you know what island that it's near, it isn't nearly as impossible. But I have to admit, had to go to guides to find out which one you actually go to, because it looks like there's nothing but ocean. So what on earth are you supposed to find this? Like I said, there are lots of guides, and I won't say that. No, I will freely admit that's why I knew to come to this particular island. Now, how do I know which one it is? Well, this is the one. It's an island kind of close to... It's kind of close to where we did the Blue Lagoon. It's also close to Dagora, I think it is. It's an island that we haven't gone to yet, but basically it's in that area, and there are chocograph. There's also a forest here, but it's not... Oh, and it's apparently really close to the Q's marsh that's around here. But unfortunately, that there is really no good indications of where it's going to be, so there is going to be quite a bit of digging. Woohoo! Alright, so we found a treasure chest. We got 27 ore, 1 light robe, 1 whale whisker. Now, we are getting a trophy for this, because we are getting the best rod. So, basically the best rod for dagger. 1 Alexander card. Discarded items over 99. More than likely, I had over 99 of the ores. Okay, so now what? Now I need to... I want to go ahead and try for the friendly monster. Why? Because I don't have enough time to do a full new area. Of course, I have enough time to get in fights with a friendly monster. So, that's what I'm planning on doing. Although, let's go ahead and get out. And I unfortunately can't show you guys the actual item for the rod. I can prove that I got it, but that's about it. But, yeah, other than you can see that it's a... Other than it's a rod, that's about it. So, at least for now. So, yeah, there's really no one that can do the other stuff that I got, because it's mostly the girls, the healers, and then, of course, we did get something else, I think, for that Vivi could actually use. Now, I did get an Alexander card. Now I just have to find... Ooh, okay. Very, very good numbers, I gotta say, but only 3 arrows. So not the best, not the worst. Okay, so of course now I need to get into battles, and we are looking for a feather circle. And we just are in here. We do want to make sure that we're in the icy, in the snow area. But that's about it. Hills of ice and snow. And I usually, to find the feather circle, I usually just stay right around, oh, and I took off the random battles. So I usually just go ahead and stay around the chocobo tracks. And of course, I didn't get it in the first try, but that's not really surprising considering I haven't done a lot of random battles just out on the map anyway, so I'm not surprised. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward this. Freeze? Okay, I guess I need to do that. And I'm only gonna steal from or steal once from everybody. I wanna go ahead and do White Wind. And I'm like, and of course you did that. Phoenix Pinion, and now I'll have Sitting just go ahead and fight as normal. I'm not really worried. Plus, I'm not really worried about not having a healer because we do have Quena, but I will have to definitely watch that about my MP and making sure that that doesn't go too far down. But of course, Amarant has learned stuff, so I need to make sure to keep an eye on everything that he's learning. Because of course, let's hope I haven't forgotten to actually put on his, and I could have, especially since I think, oh no, he does have it. Good, good, good. And I will go ahead. I don't need clear-headed, but I do want the... Oh, what is it? It is the body temp. That's the one I want. And I'll go ahead and do Bright Eyes, just because I still have it available. And let's go ahead and kind of do the same. I'll take off Jelly, put on body temp instead, just so then there won't be as many times that they'll be able, that those enemies will be able to do that body temp on me. Just because it's a little annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna go around and around. See when I actually get that. Of course, I could do the stutter step in order to get the fairy circles. Oh, you got fairy circles! Yes, but the friendly monsters always by itself, and the first thing it would do is ask for whatever gem item that they want, and this is 3, so it's just the regular one. And of course I will just go ahead and have Zane steal once if possible. If not, I don't really care. Alright. Amarant's learning stuff, which is really, really good. It's sometimes a little annoying because that means I have to go back in and basically change it. But again, it's just kinda... it needs to be done, so... And auto potion. Best thing ever to learn? Absolutely not, but it's just kind of the next thing. And considering I don't know how often I'll be using him, it's fine if I don't... it's fine if... I'm not looking to do anything in particular. I just want to make sure he starts learning all of that status stuff. And that is not what I wanted at all, but I got a 6 pin. very, very close to being 99 of those. Okay. I'll do one more battle. If I don't get it, then I'll do the stutter step, so I do get what I'm looking for. And right now, the only one that would be able to get frozen is going to be Armoron, because, well, he's not available. Oh dear. Surprising, so quickly go and look at Freya. It's not that one, because, yeah, that one. Oh, no, it was that one. Okay. Now keep the gold armor. And then Armorant, see what you learned. See what the next thing you can learn. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is take off the fast, and I am going to go ahead and do the stutter step. Again, that's really just the half a step at a time in order to make it so then random battles won't happen. Of course, I really hate doing this one, so what I will do is I will go ahead and bring you guys back once I do encounter this, because it can take a couple minutes, and the bad thing about stutter step, yes, it works 100%, not necessarily, but it's at least 90% you'll get a friendly monster as long as it's available. But for me doing the stutter step, it seems like it takes like 10 minutes. It's you know, only 2 minutes, but it's a painful 2 minutes. So I will be right back once I have encountered the friendly feather circle. Okay, you guys, I finally came across the friendly feather circle. Can you give me a moonstone? Now, I know there's only 4 possible moonstones for the game, but we kind of have to do this one in order to make it so then Ozma is even possible. So yes, I am happily giving the friendly monster the moonstone. Thank you. Have you met Garuda? No, I know where he is though. So we are getting 30 AP. Of course, with our ability up, we're getting 60. So we're gonna have lots and lots of stuff learning. We got I'm like, what did we get? It's a lazuli. Lapis lazuli. That's what we are going to be able to throw to the Garuda. But yeah. Now, I have to admit, I was doing the stutter step for probably about a minute, and then I was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. So, what did I do? I ended up just running around, and I did actually get quite a bit done in regards to learning skills, abilities for Armoron. So I'm like, did I mean to do that? No, but I was just, I didn't want to do the stutter step anymore. I'm really, I hate it. Okay, so I am just giving him, with him, again, I'm not really looking to do stuff with him, so I can really just give him anything and everything. Like, I'm not looking to automatically get in the, actually, anti-attack should be fine. But I'm not looking to give him, like, haste and all that sort of stuff. I'm just not going to use him in a lot of the later game, just any of the battles at all. So, yeah. What did I miss? Accuracy plus. Is that all? all? Is that the only thing? And it could be because, you know, he's the main character, and I usually make him the priority when there's anything like the running shoes, anything like that. So, yeah, he could actually know everything. Everybody else did. I'm not sure if Quina should be pretty good as well. So yeah, everyone has pretty much learned everything that they can, and believe it or not, Quina has actually learned everything. So I will go ahead and just put the glass buckles on Quina, because it's something that's not bad in regards to stats and everything like that. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So where we are going to go to is that we need to make sure we go over here. Now, with just getting into the random encounters, I was actually missing a healer. So what I think I might do, since I did actually level Armoron's abilities up, I might go ahead and switch Dagger back into my party, just so then I do have a different healer. I got by with Quina because Quina does have the White Wind, but it was just really odd not having a healer. So, like I said, I'll probably do that before I go on, but this is as far as I'll be able to take you for this particular episode. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Have a really great day, whether it is morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you guys. Just have a really great one. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!